When I look back at my extensive, thoughtful, sometimes even insightful list of videos, and then I look at this video, I think to myself, no. This is the video that must happen. This is the video that we all need. Nay, the video that the Rocket League community as a whole needs. Today we're looking at 5 simple, clear ways to know whether or not this cult of sorts that I actually call Squishy Fanboyism has sort of stepped its way across the pages of Twitch and YouTube and Twitter and RLCS and Instagram, apparently, into your life and infected you. And if you don't think that this is a cult, look no further than this video taken by my good friend Sunless Khan a couple years back at the RLCS Season 6 LAN. Now, if you look very closely, you can see that the patrons of this event are actually bowing down before their idol, Squishy Muffinz. Now, you can sit here and tell me that you would have been the one guy, the one kid in that crowd not bowing down. Listen, you're not Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego refusing to bow down to, like, the idol in the Bible, or Rack, Shack, and Benny, as VeggieTales calls it, refusing to bow down to the chocolate bunny.
The bunny!
Hey, boss, those 3 guys don't look like they're bowing.
You would have been bowing. You probably would have been bowing. Now, guys, if you're looking to become a little bit more, shall we say, mechanical in Rocket League, maybe a little bit more like Squishy Muffinz in that regards, I have the perfect solution for you, which is my Rocket League Mechanics Master Course. I have a link in the description that you guys can use, and you can use code FLuuMP to get 30% off this awesome course. Tons of people have already used it and love it and have spent like hours of time going through it. This will teach you pretty much all the mechanics, like all the important mechanics of Rocket League, and show you how to do them and explain what it takes to actually perform them. From things like the half flip, like perfectly doing a half flip, all the way to like a really solid flip reset or being able to hit ceiling shots. It's all there in this course. Make sure to check it out if you guys are interested in this. I would say this is perfect for any of you guys who are in like the mid, lower ranks. It's gonna be like super helpful for you guys. So check it out if you want. Again, link in the description below, and 30% off when you use code FLuuMP. Okay, let's jump back in. Now, I know what you're thinking. FLuuMP, you've made countless Squishy Muffinz videos. You kind of seem like a Squishy fanboy yourself. Now, here's the truth. I just made videos about him because they got a bunch of views. It's pretty simple. I'm not the only person to do this. I was just the first to do this. Then everybody else caught on. It's pretty simple. Anyways, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's jump right into 5 reasons you might be a Squishy Muffinz fanboy. Okay, number 5 has to do with RLCS and specifically who you follow and who you cheer for. So in this case, you might be a Squishy fanboy if you used to be an Iris fan, then you were a Cloud9 fan, but now you've switched over to NRG mysteriously, even though you used to hate NRG, like, you had a rivalry with NRG when you were a C9 fan, but now you're like, hey, NRG's all right, mate. There's one common factor here between these 3 teams. You could have at any point, when these teams split up or disbanded, you could have went and followed another team, but for some reason, you followed the teams that had Squishy Muffinz on them. Even now, when he's playing for basically the Yankees of Rocket League with NRG, you're still rooting for Squishy Muffinz. Okay, you might be a Squishy Muffinz fanboy, and you might need help. Okay, number 4 has to do with what kind of car you use and how you design it. So, there's people out there who use the Dominus. They're often quite aggressive, sort of type A personalities. They're go-getters. They go and get the ball a lot. There's players who use the Octane and they're sort of competitive and driven. In this case, you might be a Squishy fanboy if you use a car that looks something like this, or possibly something like this. Oh, you didn't see the difference between those last 2 cars? Well, this car sucks because it's not matte. So it's okay, but it's not as good as the matte one. The matte one's better because of the gloss. The gloss can kind of reflect and sort of blind you while you're going for flip resets and other solo plays. Now, you might use a flashy car every now and then. Squishy does every now and then. But if you're gonna do that, you might already be doing what Squishy does, which is turn your graphics so far down to like performance level that it doesn't really matter what car you use or, flashy decals, because everything just kind of looks like crap. But, no glare. If you're doing this, you might be a Squishy fanboy. Okay, number 3, you've been playing for a while, you've hit some nice clips, you've pulled off some crazy shots in ranked, and it's time for the world to really see your skills. So you've tried your hand at making a montage, and your montage looks something like this. Okay, number 2 is a pretty obvious sign that you might be a Squishy fanboy. If you find yourself watching Squishy's Twitch and his YouTube more than you actually play Rocket League, you might be a fanboy. Now, there's nothing wrong with watching a little Squishy. There's nothing wrong with even watching a lot of Squishy, but if you actually play Rocket League less and like your actual Rocket League skills in your game like is lacking because you spend more time watching Squishy than actually playing yourself, you might be turning into a fanboy. Now, you may not keep track of your YouTube and Twitch time. One good way to measure it is by your own talking style. Have you found yourself starting to sound like Squishy and talk like Squishy? If you are, again, this could be a sign that you're becoming a fanboy. All right, guys, we made it to number 1, the single most important sign that you might be a Squishy fanboy. If you see this in your family or your friends, you are obligated to sit that person down, maybe with their family, and have an intervention. So if you find yourself going for shots and saying the simple word or phrase Squishy when you go for that shot without even realizing that you're doing it, you're probably a Squishy fanboy and you may need help. About to squishy this, you ready? Squishy. All right, about to squishy this. Okay. All right, squishy. Oh, damn it. All right, squishy. Oh, about to squishy him. Oh, squishy. All right, guys, I'm about to squishy this. Oh, squishy. Oh, squishy. Oh. Especially if you've been saying it while simultaneously going for the in and out save inside of the goal. Oh, squishy. Oh, squishy. No. Yeah, this could be a sign. All right, guys, I hope this has been helpful for you. Hopefully you can have a clearer picture of whether or not you should be seeking help. This video isn't meant to diagnose or treat any symptoms you may or may not have in relation to Squishy fanboyism, but do seek help and treatment, potentially therapy, if any or all of these symptoms seem to be describing you, as this is something that can become untreatable if left for too long, you know what I'm saying? Today, you're going for flip resets and free play for hours, right? That's all good and fine, but tomorrow, you're buying tickets to RLCS for the sole reason of getting to shake hands with Squishy Muffinz. All right, if you're that person, you might be a Squishy fanboy. This isn't healthy, guys. I just want what's best for you. Whatever. I'm just playing Squishy. I love you.